Welcome to a video all about eating and exploring around Dominica, the nature island of the Caribbean, and a guide about trying various local rums too, for research purposes obviously. Over the next few days we'll be snorkeling, joining a river tour, have a full body mud mask and a sulphur bath.
Got the mud on, so I'm now waiting for it to dry. It's like a very hot bath.
We'll see wildlife and a family of sperm whales bridge, dive and play. Oh, and try more local rum. So grab some snacks, sit back and discover Dominica with me. Good morning and welcome to Dominica, also known as the nature island in the Caribbean. I've been invited over by Discover Dominica to discover Dominica and the unknown. It's my first time on the island and I'm so excited. Starting off with this beautiful hotel room. So we're going to be staying in two different hotels. This one is Jungle Bay. They have 60 eco-villas and one of them is here. So the whole point of the eco-villa is that there's no air conditioning, so we rely on the fan. All of the toiletries are refillable and it also contributes to ecotourism and having more of a sustainable stay. I'm going to show you a room tour now. So this is the bed. This is the walk-in beautiful shower. This is my veranda complete with sun lounger. This is the view from my balcony. It is so beautiful in here. I love the furnishings, I love the way it feels, and immediately when you walk in, especially after an 18-hour traveling day. Today is the first proper day of exploring, starting off with a snorkeling trip, and then we're gonna go whale watching. It's also gonna be another video all about Carnival Week, because we have come at just the right time. Hopefully I can learn some dance moves. I was speaking to our driver, Trevor, and he very kindly was like, I'll pass down some of the moves, because when I met him, I was a bit like this, and he was like, oh, is this some of your moves? I'm like, yeah. At the end of this series of videos, I'm gonna be like moving and shaking, ready. And if it's your first time on the channel, hello, I am Shu. I make food, travel and lifestyle videos here on this channel. If you like what you're seeing, then consider subscribing. And yeah, let's move on to breakfast. Breakfast was made up of fresh fruits, eggs and beans. Then we're on our way over to Soufriere, a village on the southwest coast of Dominica. It's named after the French words for sulphur springs, and you'll see why later. First stop, we're going to go snorkeling. We are currently at Nature Island Dive, and Dominica is actually one of the world's best destinations for scuba diving. Scuba diving is going to be something I want to focus on later this year. Here we are. About to go into the boat. Ooh, thank you so much. Oh, one-handed? Yeah, thank you. We're in. We're ready. One. Alright. Yeah. I always feel so calm when I'm in the water, but it wasn't always this way. I had an accident involving a banana boat when I was 18 that led to a fear of deep water, but I was determined to overcome it, and now I swim at every opportunity. I just need to learn how to dive with flippers and a life vest a little bit more elegantly. Derek, a dive master, also told us to avoid the fire coral. Look out for sea ants too, because they love to bite. Soufriere is known for the naturally heated sulphur springs in the area. The island's volcanic geology means the water coming to shore contains sulphur, and it's usually either warm or blistering hot. Salt water cools the temperature down, but it was the strangest experience to dip your foot in and feel it sink into the hot sand. I heard you could also see sulphur bubbles in the water, so guess what I did next? We're gonna go waist in to where the bubbles are and see a little bit more. It all felt very magical seeing all of these little sulphur bubbles around you. The water changes from warm to hot with every wave, and if I was a real life mermaid, I'd probably stay in there for a little bit longer, but alas, my skin started to feel a little bit wrinkly, so I had to come out. And also because Trevor said he wanted to introduce us to some local rum.
This is a local brew rum.
It's Togetherness.
It's called Togetherness. And you at Mama's.
We're at Mama's.
The People's Bar.
So it's rum,
yes.
Rum with
different herbs.
Local rum with different herbs.
You have all 10 flavors in one bottle. Go ahead, help yourself.
We can either shot it or sip it.
Yes.
But I like shots. So.
Good.
And because there's so many herbs inside, if you're not feeling well, this is basically your best bet for medicine. Forget paracetamol, forget ibuprofen. Shot of Togetherness.
Yes.
Dominica!
Wowzers. Ooh! It's quite aniseedy. Oh, I like it! We basically just had that shot and then chased it down with some local beer. Shortly afterwards, I bonded with this gentleman about our mutual appreciation for beer.
Bobot.
Bobot.
From Dominica.
Dominica, thank you.
And I love Kubula.
Yeah! Yeah,
Thank you
it's the
very
local
much.
beer. It's very good. I just had a little bit after the togetherness.
Yeah,
Very delicious.
It's a very good beer.
We are currently at a restaurant called Ocean's Edge before our whale watching, and we've got a barbecue Sunday menu. Just asked Trevo and he recommended to get the grilled tuna fish fillet with tropical salsa, and it's served with some Thai coconut rice, codfish infused yam pie. I don't know whether it's all of it or just all of it. Stop it. Okay, so coconut rice, codfish infused yam pie, island green banana salad, pumpkin spinach and pink bean stew.
This was one of my favourite lunches that week. The fish was freshly caught that day, the sides were simple but full of flavour, and it was deliciously Moorish. We just had to eat very quickly to make it in time for our whale watching tour.
We made it!
And so we set off on a 4-hour whale watching journey with Dive Dominica. An hour later, we were told a mother and calf was spotted a few kilometres away.
We are now about 7-8 metres out, and the captain has just conducted the hydrophone, which is a directional microphone into the water, which has a range of up to 7 metres to try and track the sounds of the whales. It's been successful. It's in the northwest, so that's where we are heading to right now.
What's that? Is it a mermaid? Is it Nessie? No, it's 2 sperm whales. Our guide told us sperm whales usually travel in predominantly female social family units. The groups are relatively small, with around 7 in each family, which could be made up of a grandmother, mother and dependent calves. Whilst young males tend to swim off to cooler oceans when they hit their teenage years, the females stick to warmer climates, denser waters and don't tend to migrate very far. These units help each other babysit and pass down family traditions. Sperm whales even have a distinct dialect called Codas. There's even one unique to the Caribbean region, which you'll hear later on.
So what you just saw earlier were 2 female whales deep diving. Oh, we've got the researchers here coming up, and they're the ones who named the whales. Hang on.
My name is Shane Garrow. I'm a biologist, and we've been studying the sperm whales here for 15 years. The baby that was there is named Aurora, and her mom's Lady Oracle. So this animal here that was just here made a deep dive. She lifted her tail, and they may have told you she'll be down now for about 45 minutes. Feeding on squid mostly. And when they dive together like that, either with their baby or with another family, they talk to each other. When they have those conversations, they use these patterns of clicks called codas. And the animals here in Dominica make a coda that's only heard here. It's called the 1 + 1 + 3, and it sounds kind of like this.
We're recording the sound of the whales clicking right now.
So what you can hear right now is the sound of the whales. Can't you interpret what they're saying?
Yes.
You speak whale?
I said the mother is saying to the little baby, get the hell home.
Yeah, come on now. It's dinner time, come on. Dinner's on the table, come on guys. My heart is pumping so quickly right now. The fact that we're able to witness the whales in their natural habitat, we got to witness the mothers and the babies communicating. It's such an incredible experience, and it sounds so cheesy, but it makes you feel so much more connected to the world. Being able to experience something that I've only ever seen on TV with like David Attenborough. So the whales are socializing and playing right now. Look at this big.
Sperm whales are very good deep divers and can stay underwater for a long time. The record is actually held at Scott's Head in Dominica. A sperm whale went down for a 2,000-metre dive for a whopping 2 hours and 18 minutes. That's 2 hours and 17 minutes longer than I could ever do. Very impressive.
Here is to a whale of an afternoon. Cheers! Okay. Oh, it's actually really good.
Yeah, it is. It's really
Not too strong.
Taste soft. Just how they get you.
Yeah, exactly.
After a successful whale watching experience, we headed back to the hotel for a dinner and a good night's rest. I ordered garlic shrimp for starter and main, so I was especially happy that night.
Good morning. Today is day 2. I'm just unlock my door and about to head out and call for Sandy and go to yoga. Jungle was actually named as one of the world's top yoga retreats by, I believe, Condé Nast Traveler. You can still hear the music from Carnival. Today is going to be Carnival Day, and I'm going to be filming a video all about that separately. So if you fancy a watch, head over to that, and then this one's going to carry on after Carnival and the other activities that we get up to. Take my shoe on. Yoga was amazing. It was so relaxing, and ended up only having like 4 or 5 hours sleep, but I went in there feeling so stiff, and now I genuinely feel like my limbs are so limber and relaxed, and I feel taller. Now we are heading over to Carnival. We're gonna go and see the traditional costume parade. I'm dressed for it today. I'm wearing a little yellow bikini and a crop top set that I bought from Zara in Hong Kong years ago.
Here's a sneak peek of what to expect from the traditional costume parade at Carnival. We were there for Mas Domnik on the Monday and Tuesday. An in-depth video will be coming after this one to include the traditional Old Mas costume parades, t-shirt bands, dance moves, and the cultural significance of this event. After a few hours of trying to dance along to the crowds, we stopped off by Medo's kitchen for a bite to eat and a Kabuli beer to cool us down.
It's time for some very local food. This is green banana with saltfish, I believe, which is a very, very local dish. Easy to eat when you are out and about in Carnival. Just grab this, go dance, grab your beer and off you go. Similar texture to banana.
It doesn't taste of banana at all. It's
Not sweet at all. But it's kind of got a texture between potato and taro, the root vegetable. And it's something that'll keep you going, but won't upset the stomach, you know, if you've had a bit too much to drink. This will settle it quite nicely. Enjoying this. I don't think I've actually had this before. Just finished lunch and Trevor has taken us to a little secret spot, and this is the Roseau River, and I believe the running water comes over from Trafalgar Falls and then comes across here, but it is also on the backyard of his friend's house. So we just came down some stairs and then walked down here, and it is so peaceful. Not good if you need the toilet, but tranquility at its best.
You need to try one.
Thank you.
One for each of you. A small fish called titiwi.
Thank
And one for you too.
Thank you, Trevor. It's very light, but it's got a chewy skin.
Yeah. This is flour mixed with baking powder, and the fish cake is added. And there is salt, seasoning pepper, garlic, onions.
And this is the breadfruit.
Yes.
Which is being cooked and then fried and lightly seasoned with some salt, and the breadfruit tree actually is
Eddie, he's
here.
Yesterday you had togetherness in one bottle. Here we have almost 10 different herbs separated. This is a locally made rum punch. We use lime, cinnamon, nutmeg, and lime syrup or lime juice, and peanut punch. As the name says, it's peanut butter with cinnamon, spices, milk. In the early mornings, or if people feel their stomach upset, they would take some of that. The rum extracts all the nutrients from the flour. I would want to recommend that you try all of them, but you will die. I don't want you to die before this trip is over.
I'm going to try and smell the nani, but the man said if I try this, I'll come back to my husband. Oh no, that's very aniseedy, and I don't like aniseed.
This is a laposito.
Laposito, lime skin.
In Dominica, you will find this because a few of us making that. You guys want to get a taste?
Yeah, go on. Lamponcito.
Laposito.
Laposito.
That's so good. We've been hanging out, we've been making jokes. The way he just said that was not like you like the bread drinks, but if you drop that, you know. Yeah, tell them you taste this in Dominica. Food, drink, good vibes, lime.
We are now in the village of Wotten Waven, and this is an open volcanic crater. Yes, that is steam coming out of it, and essentially if you get too close to it, you will probably be burnt alive. But look at this little one right at the bottom where it's bubbling away. Trevor just said that when he was a little boy, he used to come to this river and you'd bring your eggs down.
And you put it in a pot with water from the river,
Yeah.
and it will cook in seconds.
That is a really speedy way of making boiled eggs.
Yes.
How do we pronounce this again?
Kwen Gio Cho.
Kwen Gio Cho.
Yeah. Translated to English, a small corner of hot water.
I'm about to go and experience the hot spring. So the reason why it's brown is because it's mixed with the sulphur, and it's meant to be very great for relaxation, for muscle relaxation, stress relaxant, and also has some healing properties for the skin as well. Becky's just saying it's really hot.
Just don't think about it.
About to go into the sulphur spring. This is my first reaction ever.
You don't plan anything at Carnival. It happens spontaneously.
It feels just so wonderful. I love it.
It's like a very hot spa. Oh, this is lovely. I can feel it cleansing my skin. I can feel any future arthritis gone. Well, I have to go on my tiptoes because it's quite deep. This is Becky. Hi, we're being cleansed. We are being cleansed. Our soul, our bodies. Our soul.
Cleansing our soul?
Yeah, we are. Sandy.
Hello.
Got this whole place to ourselves, and this place there is cold. So you can alternate between being hot and cold. I thought it was going to be way colder than it actually is, but it's actually quite nice, so I'll do it for video. Just hug your bottoms off, you have to hold on to your bottoms. Refreshing. We are now having wine by the pool. Cheers! It's currently 6:15 and just spent the past hour and a half in the infinity pool looking over Scott's Head, and we now have a glass of wine enjoying the last of the sunset before we have to make our way and get ready for dinner at the hotel again. The food here has been great. Taken some pictures over sunset which I'll insert here, here and here. Dinner time back at Jungle Bay with our favourite server Richie. For starters, we've got fried codfish with garlic aioli. When you first bite into it, you've actually almost have like a little bit of air between. So if you imagine eating like fried bean curd puffs, it's a very, very similar texture to that. It's quite fluffy, light. And then inside you've got the codfish, but then on the batter, really nice. It's slightly salty, but also has a lot of spice. So right at the end, back of your throat, you feel the spice and kick. I couldn't decide between the rabbit, which was Richie's choice, or the chicken curry because it was made of Jungle Love curry sauce. So he brought out a little sample of the rabbit, which is so lovely and kind of him. So this is prepared in a tomato-based sauce. It's called the Provenance rabbit, and it's also got the anise flavoured sauce and olives inside. Richie, if you're ever watching this video, love you.
Here's another sneak peek of the next day. We went to Carnival Tuesday, also known as the Last Lap. This was a celebration of music, culture and identity in the area of Rosier. We joined in and met the new Carnival King and Queen, and I attempted to show off my moves. In the afternoon, we headed over to Portsmouth, the second largest town in Dominica. It's situated by the Indian River and is surrounded by a national park and black sand beaches. We checked into the 5-star hotel Cabrits Resort and Spa Kempinski, and it was truly a welcoming sight. A bowl of fresh fruit, flowers and a personalised note greeted us. I kept running around sending voice notes to my friends and sisters very excitedly. A few hours of relaxing later, it was time for dinner at the Cabrits Market restaurant.
First up, we have this amuse-bouche. It is prawn with beetroot puree and pineapple salsa. Everything that we eat is all from local produce, local providers, and it's my favourite thing whenever I go travelling. It is something that's the most important when it comes to food, to recognise where your produce is being made, especially if it's local, support local businesses, farmers, and we have a spread of starters. We've got scallops, we've got a goat's cheese tomato salad, and we've also got this other salad which has sweet potato, avocado and some crisps. What were the crisps? Cassava. Okay, I'm going to dig in now because I'm really excited. We have some grilled ribeye steak with some saffron mashed potato.
We also feasted on fresh mahi-mahi, spiced butter chicken, a selection of cheesecakes and puddings, and a pot of mint tea before it was time for bed. In the next morning, we set off for a tour down the Indian River, and I met this lovely man as we arrived.
Well, welcome to Dominica, all the folks, and come again.
Yay! This is Levi.
Yes, blessed Lord.
What's the #1 reason why people should visit Dominica?
Well, it's the tropical island of the Caribbean. We have 365 rivers. We have our fort over there. We have the Indian River. A whole lot of things to see here, man. And the people are very cool. Yeah. No embarrassment, you just mellow. Dominica is heaven. Okay, thanks, eh?
Bye, Levi.
Right,
have a great day. Oh my god, how sweet. This is the second take. I was just rambling away to myself for about 5 minutes and realised I didn't press record. But hello and welcome to another day in Dominica, and hello from Portsmouth. So we are now on the other side of the island, and we are waiting for a boat to arrive to take us out, and I believe this is the location where Pirates of the Caribbean was filmed.
This scenic route takes you away from the hustle and bustle into the thick of nature and completely relaxes your mind from the outside world. We bobbed past swamps, waved to curious crabs, looked up at coconut trees and let ourselves completely immerse into our surroundings.
So we are now crossing the Fire River, and this was actually one of the locations for Pirates of the Caribbean, and later on in the tour we're going to go past the witch house. Spotting crabs. Oh yeah.
What are you guys doing in my area?
There's an iguana!
a huge fellow, boy.
All right, bye.
Bye. We have just arrived at the Indian River Bush Bar, and here you can find the coconut punch. You can find all sorts of different punches, local beers, a kubali, and also some European beers as well. So I guess maybe we're gonna try some punch. Here you can get passion fruit, lime, peanut, coconut, and dynamite rum punch.
Whenever you go, you're on the island and you're doing a tour, and you get to a bar, once there's a signature drink of the bar, you should try it. For example, here at the Indian River Bush Bar, the signature drink is the dynamite. It is a must.
Taste test time. I have the dynamite, it's gooseberry. Gooseberry at the start, and then you are met with a wave of rum. It's quite strong at the end, but it's almost like black currant at the start, and then sort of you're hit with the alcohol. So I'm going to finish this up and get back on the boat. Ready, I've had dynamite. Yeah, okay.
Okay, you're gonna touch the safe hand.
We've just docked up here and we are in the Witch House, which was seen in Pirates of the Caribbean. I believe Desmond's chest is Calypso. So this is where she was, the Witch House. Quite surreal being here, really.
It's lunchtime! We stopped off at a local restaurant called Purple Turtle Beach Club for a quick bite to eat.
Right, about to dig into lunch. So this is baked chicken, and on the side we have some pasta, some dashi, which I've never had before, sweet potato, rice, salad, green beans. Let's go, and also a bowl of hot sauce, my fave. So this is the Grace hot pepper sauce. Very hot, but we will see about that. I always wonder if a flight accidentally ate hot sauce, what would happen?
They like spontaneously combust or something.
Yeah.
Turns out it wasn't as spicy as I thought, which was why I went completely ham with pouring it over my food. Hot sauces in the Caribbean are always so delicious, and I'm clearly a fan. After lunch, we headed back to Kempinski and soaked up some sun by the pool before a complimentary spa treatment, kindly gifted by the hotel team.
Tried to take a really nice shot of me drinking gin. I just had a mouthful of ice. I'm like, not quite so elegant. This is the spa area. So the treatment rooms are in these little cabins, cottages. I believe we have a mud treatment. So it's the mud that you like smear on and it dries and then you wash it off. I've just rinsed off the scrub and we're now very, very oily. Like I feel like I've just slathered a whole tub of coconut oil. But hopefully that means that the mud is just gonna glide right off. And now we are gonna put in some of the mud all over us, and it's mud made with sulphur from the volcanic crates as well, and it also has a turbo heat booster, so it's hot, and then we slather it on, lie down, wait for it to dry, and then wash it off, and we're gonna be so super soft and smooth. Got the mud on, so I'm now waiting for it to dry. To lie down, but apparently it's gone into my belly button, so hopefully my belly button is going to be super soft, but this is a weird feeling. I can actually feel like drying around my face right now. We've just scrubbed off, washed off, and now we are in the hot tub overlooking the hotel, which looks like this. We are now in the Rum Fire, which is a signature bar here at the hotel. The coolest thing is it is themed around Pirates of the Caribbean. I've also got a few signature cocktails inspired by the film, i.e. Jack Sparrow, which is a vodka and watermelon juice one, a blue whale, Dead Man with gin and cucumber, Black Pearl. I don't actually know which one I'm going to order because they've got a huge selection of rum, so I'll show you the selection right now. Oh, there's mango as well. Mango is my favourite fruit. Oh, garlic! Can I smell it? That actually smells quite good.
Yeah.
I'm not sure whether to like drink, whether it's good, but it does smell very strongly of garlic.
This is good for cooking even.
Excuse the lighting. Spotlight is never my friend. But we've got mango rum, because I love mango and I've never tried it in rum form, so I'm going, should I shot it or should I sip it? I'll sip it for the camera. Ooh, mango infused rum, which actually makes it a bit sweeter as well, but somehow it tastes like it's more strong. Either way, this in a cocktail would be so good. So Nishantha has just created this drink that he actually invented himself, and it's with cinnamon spice rum and passion fruit, and it looks beautiful because you can see all the passion fruit seeds.
Dinner tonight was served Creole style, a delectable selection of seafood, meat and spicy dishes. My kind of meal.
These are the dasheen dumplings. The dasheen is what we ate earlier, and they're almost like a taro texture root vegetable made into a dumpling. And this is saltfish akra, essentially translates to saltfish dough. So we have chicken with pumpkin puree, lentils, mahi mahi, swordfish, Creole styled rice, plantain dasheen and cassava. Beautiful. Good morning. Today is the last day in Dominica. Today's out of the day is going to be a bikini and a cover up because I'm going to soak up the last of the sunshine. Rumour has it is raining back in the UK and it's very different to the 30 degrees here in the Caribbean. So I'm going to make the most of it and jump in the pool and run around this beautiful, gorgeous hotel. What a trip. It has just filled me with so much excitement, so much love, so much warmth from the temperature to the people. I really wanted to thank the team from Discover Dominica for inviting me here to discover the unknown and to be so warmly welcomed to the beautiful nature island of the Caribbean. Every single day I wake up feeling so happy and lucky, and yeah, I just want to make the most of everything, and thank you for giving me the chance to do so. Okay, but I go to the pool now.
And that's the end of my first visit to Dominica. I had an incredible time here and I already can't wait to visit again in the future. Have you been before? Would you want to go after this video? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!